Hi, I'm RJ, captain of Delana Mae, and this is my wife, chef, and first mate, Jenna. And we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves and Delana Mae today. Let's start with how we got into chartering.
Yes.
About 8 years ago, I found myself in an introductory learn to sail class, and through that, I made my way to the Caribbean here in St. Thomas, where I learned how to sail on a cute little monohull out of the east end of St. Thomas, and that led me into eventually teaching sailing in Seattle, and then eventually down in Grenada, where I did that for about 5 years. And I had met the lovely Jenna here in the meantime, and she started joining me in Grenada and helping me teach sailing. We started teaching couples on their own boat how to sail, and we enjoyed spending time on the water together so much that it was a natural progression for us to get into delivering fun luxury charters, and that's what we are still doing today, and why we're here on Delana Mae. Yeah. How about you?
Like you said, it was a natural progression. We were teaching people how to sail, and we both kind of wanted to do more and give people more of this experience and kind of cater to them and show them just how we do things on the water out here in the Caribbean.
Oh, awesome. How about a favorite charter memory?
One of my favorites is a family last year had a daughter that she had a severe gluten intolerance. She had celiac disease, and we were able to have them sit down and have every single meal together for an entire week. And the guest and her father, the primary, both talked to me afterwards and said that was just so special to them, and kind of made me even want to do this more and just make people come down on the water and really enjoy their time with family and friends just out here.
Yeah, a really specific way. That's great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite charter memories also happened last season. We were out sailing between St. Croix and St. Thomas, and we had the lines in the water, and we were fishing. And this little 12-year-old boy that was on board, he really wanted to fish, and so he was very intense and intent on watching the lines and keeping them free of sargasso. And we caught ourselves a mahi. It wasn't the biggest mahi, but it was a nice looking mahi, enough for 6 of us to eat, no doubt. Yeah, a meal for all of us, which was going to be great. We were super excited about it, got it on board, and as we started getting into filleting it, this young man was really excited, and he asked, "Can we fish some more?" And I said, "Absolutely." So he put the line back in the water, and not 2 minutes after he put the line back in the water, we caught the biggest bull mahi that I've ever seen out here on the water. It was bigger than this kid. It was about 50 pounds, and the look on this kid's face was just incredible. And anyway, it was just one of those cool moments where a kid had a magic touch and caught this gigantic, big bull-nosed male mahi that
He was so happy.
we ate a lot of mahi that week, and we enjoyed every bite. It was fantastic. Yeah. How about for off-season hobbies? What do you like to do when we're not out here sailing around?
I think one of my favorite things is we get to do some traveling and see family and friends that we don't get to see during when we're down here in the Caribbean. And I mean, obviously just outdoors. I try to get on a hike whenever I can. So.
Yeah, me too. Traveling has always been a big thing with with a fairly long season, 9-10 months. It's a lot of time away. Very few people get to come see us, but it's really fun. For a couple months, we get to go see all the family and friends that we miss so much.
Yeah.
So, and then get into some adventures in the middle of all that too. So yeah, that's always a really good time for us.
Yes. Speaking of vacation,
Yeah.
what one's your favorite?
My favorite vacation, we travel so much, so there's so many good ones, but I would say in these days and times of COVID and quarantine and everything, during April through July of 2019, 2020, we got to spend 3.5 months sailing from Biscayne Bay, Florida, all the way up to Portland, Maine. 3.5 months. We get to stop in just about every major port along the way, and just had an incredible time with two friends of ours that live full-time aboard, who had invited us to come up there while our season and everything down here was on hold. So we were really excited to go on that adventure, and that was really something special.
I think mine was when we got to deliver a boat from Grenada up to Florida. It was just one of those amazing times. You're out on the water, enjoying sunshine. We got to go fishing, and it was just a really beautiful time on a boat. It was just one of my favorite peaceful vacation memories.
It's mostly just me and you too. That's a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
Just like that. Yeah, it's a really neat and peaceful way to spend some time. How about here in the USVI? You got any favorite spots?
My absolute favorite spot is Leinster Bay. It's just a beautiful place in the park off St. John, and there's gorgeous snorkeling. I feel like we always see turtles and stingrays, and there's little hikes in that area. It's just a perfect little spot to stop, I think. Yeah, it has everything.
A little history too with the Annenberg Ruins.
Yes.
That's a good spot. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, the sunset hike there is really cool.
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite is probably Salt Pond Bay, the far reach of the national park in St. John. It kind of has a little bit of everything. It's got a beautiful little beach. It's got a cool hike out to Ram's Head. Again, turtles, which we don't really have a shortage of down here, which is fantastic. But it's just a tucked away, neat little place, and only 5 boats can fit in there. So you feel a bit lucky when you get a mooring ball available in there, and you tuck in, and no anchoring allowed. So it's 5 boats, and that's all that can be in there. So it's got a nice level of privacy in it too, and you feel really like you're out there in nature. It's great. What kind of things do you like to do with guests on board?
Oh man, game night is one of my favorite nights. I love that. We play, and we'll have to show people, it's Pirates Dice.
We play Pirates Dice. Some people know it as Liar's Dice, but we're pirates, and we call it Pirates Dice.
Yeah. And
it's a really great family game that we play. That's it's a lot of fun for everybody, from 9 years old to 90. Everybody takes just one round to get it going, but then after a while, you start to learn a few things about your guests and your significant others and how they play Liar's Dice and how it goes. But it's an entertaining game that
we all get to do together.
That we all get to do together, which is fun, and it's easy to catch on to, but it also got some good strategy to it. So that's one of our favorite things to do on board the boat with guests, having fun. You want to tell us a little bit about your favorite food dish?
I sure do. There's been a lot of talk of mahi-mahi, but this dish that we do, it's a grilled mahi-mahi on top of a black truffle risotto that I make in-house, grilled asparagus, and on top of that is a lemon dill beurre blanc sauce, which is just to die for. So good.
So good.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites. And I get to help out on the grill with the fish, which
the grill master.
The grill master, yeah, and it helps. All of our fish and things come from fresh local sources from fishermen here. That is cool. Our lobster and our mahi and things like that all get caught as we ask for it. They go out and get it for us, and it's fantastic. So on occasion we get to catch some of our own. They're a little bit harder to find sometimes, but it's always fun to go out and search, and every once in a while we get lucky and bring home something. So, yeah, absolutely.
I think we've kind of been talking about, influenced by what is around me. All fresh local things. If anything, we go to little markets and get some local produce and vegetables. Especially the fruit around here is delicious. So I always try to add that into all of my recipes, or especially for breakfast or anything like that. So
great.
Fresh and local things are my favorite to cook with.
That's right. It's fun. Show everybody the cool things that the island has to offer. Tasty. Well,
sometimes one question people have asked us is if we know how did Delana Mae get her name.
How did Delana Mae get her name? Yeah, there's a really good story that when we met the owners that sort of helped us fall in love with them and the boat. Delana and Mae are the middle names of their 2 daughters that they have, and so it fits together nicely and became a beautiful name for a beautiful boat. And
just shows the love that is all around this boat, and it's one of my favorites. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing a little bit about us and a little bit about Delana Mae. And we hope you come see us sooner than later. It's always a good time for a vacation. And let's play on Delana Mae.